How you doing? Where are we starting here?
Do you have a statement, Premier?
Oh. I don't have a statement. I'm just coming out here. You guys were all asking me questions, so why don't you start off? Taverner. Travis.
Premier, did you have any involvement in the appointing of Ron Taverner as the OPP?
So let me be very clear on this. Absolutely none. It was an independent panel made up of 3 people. Augers, the executive search firm, was very reputable across the country. There's Steve Orsini, the principal to the cabinet, and the deputy minister of that department. They came up with a panel. They interviewed people, and it was unanimous decision. And I told them very clearly, I don't want anything to do with this whatsoever. But this is a man that has given 50 years of his life to policing. And the accolades across the province that I've seen are just overwhelming. And I just want to read a few of the accolades from well-respected people. Let's start off, first of all, with Rob Jamieson, President of the Ontario Provincial Police Association. On behalf of the uniform and civilian members of the OPPA, I would like to welcome our new commissioner. We look forward to working collaboratively with the commissioner, Ron Taverner, someone who has such a proven track record in law enforcement. Another one, Bruce Chapman, President of the Police Association. I've known Superintendent Ron Taverner for 30 plus years. He's a hard-working, progressive, dedicated officer. Ron is a great choice to lead Ontario Provincial Police. Bruce Chapman. Mike McCormick, here's another one, Toronto Police Association. I can't think of a better, more qualified, dedicated leader for the job. Ron Taverner is a huge asset for the people of Ontario. He's been a strong advocate for the community and our city. The OPP's gain, Toronto's loss. Police Chief
Premier, I'm wondering
Mark Saunders. Let me finish off with Mark Saunders here. After serving Toronto Police for more than 50 years, there are few people who will leave behind a legacy so rich in community service as Ron Taverner. I wish him every success, and he begins a new chapter in Ontario.
Premier, did you sign off on the actual OIC?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Were you in cabinet on Thursday?
Yes.
And part of the team that signed off, you had final sign-off on this appointment?
I have final sign-off on everything in this province. Every appointment in this province, I sign off, just like the previous premier and the previous premier before them.
But you're supposed to recuse yourself when there is
recuse myself for what?
When there is a relationship between you and the person involved.
I have, you know something? I go back to the 3-person panel. I had 0 influence, and no matter who it was, I would have accepted. I accept the professionals' advice, and when they came up and said it was unanimous, matter of fact, one comment I heard from the person from Augers in 30 years, just imagine how many people he's interviewed. He's never had more accolades, more positive comments about a candidate ever in 30 years.
We understand that this looks bad, though. The
Looks bad for what?
terrible that you're his friend, you're close friends, you go back
Cynthia,
Well,
I'm your friend. I'm your friend. You got to be kidding me.
That's very different. That's very different.
The way Mr.
Please let me
Taverner
finish.
does.
You're not appointing me to OPP Commissioner. Now, Mr. Taverner is a good friend of yours. Nobody's disputing that he has had a lengthy career. However, can you guarantee that there will be a separation between your office and his? What if there has to be an investigation into provincial politicians? Can you guarantee that there will be no bleeding?
That is an absolute guarantee. Just look at the previous administration. There was 5 police investigations with the previous administration. The premier appointed the commissioner from the previous, well, again, we're friends. I'm friends with thousands of people, but in saying that, I can't influence and tell the police what to do. It's very simple. I respect the police, but I can tell you one thing. The calls that have been coming in to each and every one of you and myself saying that was the best choice this committee could have ever made. This is a frontline police officer's best dream when it comes to Ron Taverner. He takes care of the frontline police officers. He takes care of the frontline police officers that we're in desperate need of. The morale is low right now with the OPP on the frontline officers. This is a gentleman that's going to come in there and take care of the community, take care of the frontline police officers. And again, it was an independent panel, not done
One of the
for.
people on that panel was Mario Di Tommaso, who
Yes.
used to be Ron Taverner's boss at Toronto Police. Did he interview Ron Taverner?
He was part of the panel.
He was part of the
So there was 3 of them part of the panel.
Do you not
And
see that as a conflict? His former boss interviewing him for the new position that he's about to be appointed to?
Absolutely not. You have to look at his qualifications. If Ron Taverner wasn't qualified, he wouldn't be there. But he has the utmost respect of police officers, not only just across Ontario, but across the country. He's the longest serving police officer.
Mario Di Tommaso as the person who would get Ron Taverner to
No,
the
I didn't. No, I did not.
Premier, how can you say
Absolutely
that's
not.
how can you say that's independent when they've worked together? And Mr. Taverner has praised Di Tommaso
Okay, over 50
publicly.
years. Okay, over 50 years, Ron Taverner worked with every single chief in the last 50 years, worked with Bill Blair, worked with the present chief, worked with Julian Fantino, and guess what? Every single one of them, says he's outstanding. This gentleman has the best reputation for police officers anywhere in the country. He's the longest serving police officer.
Not everyone is saying that it's, not everyone is saying that it's the right appointment. Former OPP Commissioner Chris Lewis, who was there for 4 years, said, and I'm quoting, it's a recipe for disaster. So does that not, well, George, do you not think
Okay, so you know something? I'm going to hold my comments on the former commissioner. Maybe you should look into some of the stuff about the former commissioner, but I'll hold my comments on him. I won't get into the weeds like he did, but the OPP officers that I've talked to, endless OPP officers and Toronto Police and Peel and York, about Ron Taverner, outstanding, absolutely outstanding, and they've lost a lot of respect for your friend Chris.
Do you not make a decision to lower the qualifications?
I never made any decision like
I
that.
said who made the decision to lower the qualifications for applying to be a county commissioner, because that was, if I understand it correctly, that was changed right around the time that Mr. Di Tommaso became the new deputy minister. Did you?
No, absolutely not. 100%. What I understand, Augers, the search firm, was saying we have to broaden this. Now, if you want to talk about qualifications, I'll put Ron Taverner's qualifications against any police officer in this entire country, bar none, over anyone.
Well, why
And again,
who directed August? Who directed?
one at a time.
Was there not someone in the province who was as qualified, but not a direct friend of yours? Wouldn't they have been a better choice?
That wasn't up to me. That's up to the independent panel.
Kramer,
There
you
was
signed
3
off on it.
people,
Your cabinet
independent
signed off
panel
on
that
it.
made this decision.
You signed off on it,
Yes, overwhelmingly, unanimous. It's clear cut.
If there is an OPP investigation into your government, if
I'm
there's
sorry.
an OPP investigation into
Yeah.
your government, will there be separation between the OPP and yourself? If there's an investigation into your office, will you get Ron Taverner?
You know something? Again, that is totally separate. Ron Taverner is a man of integrity, honesty, and he's going to do the right thing for the province and for the people of this great province. He's going to bring the morale up for the frontline OPP officers. He is one of the best in the country when it comes to community working. He was on Guns and Gangs. I could go on and on and on about his accolades and the awards he's won every place he's gone. He's going to be an amazing commissioner.
Premier, who signed off?
Last question, Travis. Last question. I'm sorry. Yes.
Did you say that the NDP and the Liberals aren't the official opposition, that the media is the official opposition?
Absolutely, I said that. So the NDP and the Liberals, they can't keep up to us. They can't keep up to us because we're doing a great job. And now the official opposition is the media. You see it today. And good luck over the next 3.5 years. I look forward to working with the media party. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Premier, who directed the changes in requirements?